Hey guys, welcome back. I am so excited about this video. My gosh. Before we get into that, obviously still not at my shelves or my little recording center. We are still in the process of renovating, so I have been kicked out of my spot for now. Hopefully soon by the next video I'll be back in it. But anyway, so let's get started. This Memorial Day we went to the Dr. Seuss experience. I've been wanting to go to this since 2019, and they sold out so quickly that I didn't even get a chance to go. And when we were going to go in 2020, but obviously COVID hit and we were unable to attend because they canceled it. So this year we actually, as soon as they announced that tickets were going on sale, I booked them as soon as I could. So Jared was originally supposed to go with us, but unfortunately he was out of town for work, so he wasn't able to go. But Paula actually did end up coming with us. I invited her to come with us, and she had fun, I believe, as well as we all had fun. Like, I just can't get over how simple it was, but how amazing it was. And those of you who know, obviously know that I'm a huge Lorax fan. Like, right above the fireplace, I have the unless saying, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. So those words are very important to me. I always loved the Lorax. I've always liked Dr. Seuss. And so James's favorite book was Green Eggs and Ham. Ryan's, I think, was Cat in the Hat. And I'm not really sure what Lily's favorite Dr. Seuss book was, but all the kids started off with Dr. Seuss at a very young age. And so we all had fun with it. It was so much fun. We had a blast. And so here is the video of our Dr. Seuss experience this week. So when you walk in, you have the places you will go, and you walk through this balloon maze, which is actually very big. And Ryan had discovered that when you're there, you actually have to find the missing words on the wall, and it's a saying from the book. So you walk through the balloon maze and you try to find the printed words that are on the balloon. So there's the puzzle there, and the colors of the sentence is the color of the missing word on the balloon, and you'll basically have to find that word that goes in with that sentence. And I would have never had figured this out had Ryan not said anything. I don't know how he knew, but I was blown away at the fact that he actually did know. So there we are, finding one word there. I believe we actually kind of gave up halfway through. Like, it was just so long, and I'm pretty sure had we taken our time we would have found all the balloons, but it was just so big and so crazy that we just kind of gave up. So now we're inside the my favorite room, the Lorax, and there it says what you give the Lorax, and there is the Onceler with his bucket. When you walk in, you have the unless stump, and then it says I speak for the trees. And so there's passages all over the place from the books. And so here you are inside the Tree room, which, oh my gosh, I had so much fun. The lights, though, however, kind of mess with your eyes afterwards when you get out into the actual natural light. Like, it's green. It's so crazy. So the trees, they had swings that you could swing on. There's Ryan swinging. And then you have Lily in the background there swinging. And Paula and James swinging. So the grass is soft, and the trees are soft, and you basically are surrounded by mirrors and trees. It's so great. It was the best room out of the whole experience. So there is James moving Ryan so I can have a seat. So I can
swing. So there I am swinging, and you can't really go very far because if you notice that it is like stuck to the ground, and Ryan was trying to push me and I'm like, don't go too far, I'm attached. So then there's Paula giving it a shot. I mean, it was actually pretty relaxing to swing. Like, I could sit in there all day long. That's how awesome it was. And it's just truffula trees and soft grass and swings. So simple yet so awesome. So here we are right now, and we're walking inside the Cat in the Hat, and the Cat in the Hat actually talks to you, so they know what you look like, they don't know your name unless you tell them, but he'll come in and say, oh, get your picture taken, and he's like, do you want a picture? Turn around, and he will actually talk to them, and it's actually pretty cool. This room was very simple, not much to do, but very cool that Cat in the Hat talked to you, and the fish talks to you. There's another passage right there on the wall from the Cat in the Hat book. So these little machines that we're actually walking up to right now, we had no clue what they were until we discovered that they do something, and we're about to find out what they do. Like, we just kind of stood there, it kind of took me back a little bit because I was like, whoa, I didn't expect it, but there they go. It shoots up little scarves and stuff into the sky, and it's so cool. It's really fun. It's very short and lived, but it is actually really, really cool. So in this room, this is actually a room where there's different machines. Forgive me, I cannot remember the name of the book. I honestly, I just don't remember. But it has different inventions and different machines and stuff like that. So these little fuzzy balls that Ryan's got in his hand right now, you actually stick inside the tube here, and it goes all the way up and circles around and shoots out. And it's actually really cool. And then there was a big machine that you actually, to the side of us here, the kids could have played with that thing forever. So off to the side, this big machine here, we actually turn it, and then it turns on, blows the fan. That's basically all it does. Biggest machine in the room, and that's basically all it does. But it was actually still pretty cool. It made noise as well, too. Basically, this was the most hands-on room that you could have, that we could have done, just kind of ran around and did whatever. That was one of the rooms that the kids had a blast in. And here you can actually take these off and place them in different places and kind of make the gears turn and the gears work. So this is a little tough for Ryan. I think one of them had fallen off and we had placed it somewhere. It was that one that's up at the top right there. That one actually somebody placed there, and Ryan was having a hard time moving it, so we almost had it, but not quite. Needs a little bit more upper body strength. He's struggling so much. So the thing that Lily's playing on right now is a little air. It blows this little plastic ball in the air, and basically, yeah, that's all it does. Just let the little ball float for a little bit. It is pretty cool. And of course, I had to try it because why not? There's James giving the gears a shot. He actually had a little bit more upper body strength and was able to move it a little bit better. But it ended up falling off the wall. We had to fix it. So, but there we are at the puffballs again, working, taking all the puffballs and sticking them in the machine. That thing was actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed that. I've gotten bonked in the head a few times with that. So now we're headed into, there's a walk-in in my pocket, and this room was actually pretty cool. And what you do is you have to find all the creatures and everything inside the room. Obviously some were in plain sight, and then some of them were actually hiding. And so this guy, he's sitting on the thing, and he's kind of posable, and he the kids are getting into it for a picture. So there's a lot of picture opportunities that were actually pretty cool. This was inside the closet, or I'd like to call the Harry Potter room, because it's underneath the stairs. And so there's that one that was under the thing. There was actually one in the trash can when we walked in. There's one right there. There's one right there behind the curtain. You just have to go around this room and actually kind of look for different creatures and stuff like that. And so this one was pretty fun too. I actually had a lot of fun. There's Lily and James finding some more in the cabinets and in the teapot. And of course there's one in plain sight. There's another one in plain sight. And another one. And that one is definitely in plain sight. Could definitely relate to that guy. So then these books you actually can move on the tracks, and they are hiding behind the books. So see, there you are, you slide it, and there he is. I had actually found one, kind of thinking about it, and I was like, oh, there's one in the drawer. So there it is, opening the drawer, and then that was the only drawer that opened, so it was obvious that it was that one. So this was another interacting room that I actually really liked. There I am telling Paula, like, it's in that drawer, the only drawer that's open. So it was pretty fun. We had a lot of fun doing this room and finding the different creatures and stuff like that. So here is Horton Hears a Who, which was actually one of the third favorite room that we did. And this was so cool because you actually can walk in and you're just surrounded by these things. And there's obviously the saying in the back right there. And you literally have to walk through. There's no passageway at all to get through anywhere. And so when you're standing there, you can actually hear the Who's calling for you. And I thought that was actually really cool. And I'll actually get closer to them and you can actually hear them, and it's like calling down, saying like, hey, we're here, we're here. And it's super cool because never in my life would I have thought that would have been actually part of this attraction. Although it is part of the Horton Hears a Who book, I would have never thought that they would have been that, that detailed to put it in there, but it is actually pretty cool. So, here it is. So if I ran the circus, this one was pretty funny. Not much to do in there except the swing. We stood in line and waited for you can turn the thing and it shows you what you could be, or, what your talents are when you spin the wheel. So here's James spinning the wheel. And then here is Ryan. That was Lily. Sorry, that was Lily spinning it. We were waiting on the swings. Obviously, they have to clean in, you know, COVID protocol and stuff like that. So here's Ryan spinning the wheel. James and Lily apparently got the same thing. And then Ryan, we were just kind of like really stretching it because at the time when Ryan was spinning the wheel, he was actually, they were actually seating for the swing. So, or for the rides. So Ryan got something different. So they were getting on the ride. Paula and I could have gotten on it, but we decided against it. I kind of wanted to get video of the kids going on it. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I'm just kind of helping James out with his seat.
Super fast, alright? So you might want to hold on tight, alright? Hold on as tight as possible. 10, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
We just thought this was the funniest thing because, like, she said that it was going to go super fast. So much fun!
Gosh, this is borderline my favorite to
Oh, Ryan, slow down. You're going too fast. You're going too fast.
Way too much fun.
So here we are going into How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and this was my second favorite room that we did. This one was actually fun. What you do is when you walk in, you grab one of the fishing poles that's off to the side here. Obviously, you see the quote back there. I actually wore my Grinch Loungefly bag to this place. I wish they had a Lorax. I would have totally worn that one. So what you do is you fish for these gifts that are sitting here on the conveyor belt, and once the game starts, you'll actually move, and then you have to put them over here in this gift-o-meter that I just walked by. And so there's two teams. There's Team 1 and Team 2, and Team 2 is on the other side, and we were on Team 1. And so we keep our lines behind the fence that they have. Once the game starts, the presents will actually spin around on the conveyor belt, and we basically just have to fish them and put them in the gift-o-meter. And it was a lot of fun. This one was very interactive. I loved the fact that there was a game to be played, and it was super fun. We actually ended up playing it twice because we loved it so much. She was basically just explaining, like, don't cast it out. You know, you don't want to hurt anybody. And you just kind of basically just bring it over, and there we go. So this first game, like, I was carrying the team. But there I am getting my first one. And it was so funny because, like, I was the only one getting gifts until I think Paula got one. And the second game, I didn't get any of them. I think it was just, like, beginner's luck with this game. There I am with my second gift, and it's so frustrating. It's so funny because like it's so frustrating. You think it's so easy, like you think that it's just that easy, but it's not. There goes Paula. She got one. So this was the last room that we did, and it was basically just a bunch of them like in a mirror, like in a room. Like you don't go anywhere, you can't walk anywhere, and it's just a room, and smallest room, and it's just surrounded by mirrors and stuff.
So that's what it was. The Lorax Room obviously was my favorite. It was the first room that we went into besides the places you will go. But if you guys are going, I'm not sure if it's a traveling event or not. I believe it is, but check your local area and see if they're coming to your local town. And honestly, like it's worth the $27 that I paid for the ticket. Like it's per ticket. And so it's really fun for the family. It gets them out of the house. You won't regret going, honestly. I think it was so much fun. Ours was in Houston at the George R. Brown Convention Center, and they have different time slots that you can buy the tickets. We bought ours for Monday at 12. I did notice, however, that the tickets were that it did get busier closer to 3 o'clock. It did take us about an hour and a half to get through everything. And I think I think because we kind of did rush a little bit, we could have actually gone back around and did it again if we wanted to. And I don't think that they would have ever said anything to us. So as we were leaving, when you enter into the experience, there are picture opportunities. So when we got there, we got a picture opportunity with the Grinch. And after the Grinch, as we were leaving, it was still the Grinch, but they change out every 30 minutes. And since we were there for an hour and a half, we missed the 2 other characters. But as we were leaving the actual George R. Brown Convention Center, we noticed that Cat in the Hat was coming out, so we got a picture with Cat in the Hat. And then Paula, being the sweetest, most bestest friend in the world, asked the guy if the Lorax was coming out or if he does come out for picture opportunities. And the guy was like, oh, he's coming out next in about 30 minutes. We sat and waited for him to come out. And so we got a picture with the Lorax. I had so much fun. I can't express how much fun it was. But if you guys are ever in doubt, please do not be. I mean, it may not be for everybody, but it was definitely for me. We picked up some cute souvenirs. So what I really wanted was it was a medium-sized stuffed animal of the Lorax, but unfortunately they were sold out of it. So I didn't get one. But I did get this cute reusable bag that has the Grinch on it. And I got Max. He is super soft, by the way. And this is actually going to be for Christmas when we set up our Grinch set on our fireplace. He will actually sit on the fireplace. So we got him. I cannot express how soft he is. He's Truffula Tree soft. And then since I didn't have the big one, I got the little one, and he's actually going to be hanging out in my car. So this is the little mini keychain that I got. So this is what I ended up getting. The kids, obviously, they got their Thing 1 and Thing 2 hats that you saw in the pictures and in the video. And Ryan got his Cat in the hat. So, but that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you guys so much for watching. I know that I've been MIA a lot lately, and it's just been so crazy for me. I mean, it's like we fix one thing and another thing breaks, and it's just a constant struggle right now. And since Jared's been out of town so frequently, it's basically only me handling everything, and with my business and with the house and the kids being on summer break, it's just been very hectic. But make sure to tune in to the kids' videos as well. They will probably be posting just a little bit more than me, just because, you know, it gives them something to do over the summer. We are actually taking a family trip to go visit my grandmother in New Hampshire, so I will definitely be doing some footage for that so I can put that on a video. And as soon as I get my pre-orders in, I will definitely be making a video of that with my power line video. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking and taking the time to watch my videos. It means the world to me. It actually, this just helps me so much relieve stress. I just don't know why I don't do it so much. But anyway, like I said, please check out the Dr. Seuss experience if it's coming to your town. Please jump on the tickets as soon as they announce them, because they will go quick. But thank you so much, Paula, for joining me on the trip with the kids. We had so much fun. But thank you, Paula, for coming with us. The kids enjoyed you coming with us. They actually want you to come back and do it again when we go again with Jared. If we go again with Jared, depending on if tickets are sold out. If you're in the Houston area, the Dr. Seuss experience runs until August, so make sure to go and check out. I'll post the link below in the description to where you can get your tickets and get the information on the Dr. Seuss experience. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again. Happy Pride Month. And it is also Myasthenia Gravis Awareness Month. Myasthenia Gravis Awareness Month. And if you don't know about that, I will actually post a link below so you guys can have some information on that. And my mom suffers from it, and so it's very close to home for me. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time.